Hello, lovelies. I am here in the third Sex Box International Conference with an award-winning theater maker and performer. She is Emma Frankland. I was watching a teaser about one of your works, The Ritual for Change, and I saw some words that really moved me. We are who are changing. We who invite trouble. We who leave this place different than when we came.
The radical act is to exist.
In a society that avoids trouble at all costs, what's the importance of inviting trouble?
I heard a trans woman speaking a couple of years ago, and she said to walk down the street as a trans woman is a political act. I'm a trans woman, but I think for any of us who are, for whatever reason, outside of society's norms, which is basically anybody who is not a white, cisgendered, able-bodied, heterosexual man, etc., that list goes on, then already our presence is disruptive in some way. And I think that is both exciting and also it's a pressure that particularly LGBTQIA people, we carry because we invite trouble. We invite it on the days when we feel strong. I'm doing this because my show was interpreted for deaf audience, and the interpreter, the sign for we who invite trouble was this. And I feel like there are days when I feel like this, and I'm inviting it, but then there are also days where I don't want anyone to look at me. I don't want trouble. I just want to do my shopping at the supermarket. I want to take my little boy to the park, and I don't want to be disruptive, but I am anyway because society tells me I am. So I think it is important, and I think also it's something that is a burden that we have to carry.
That was powerful. You also do politically motivated performances, right? And Brazil, unfortunately, nowadays faces a despicable process of increasing censoring. What's the role of art in fighting against that?
So I've been hearing about the situation here in Brazil. And I think, firstly, I would say, so I'm from the UK, and I've traveled a lot recently around the world with my work. I've been really fortunate to take work across Europe, and recently I was in Indonesia and America. And sadly, it seems like there's this trend happening everywhere that the small gains, which particularly LGBT rights that we've seen, there is beginning to be this tipping back towards it. And conservatism that is always present, but that we are in a moment where it is acceptable to be conservative, to say that you have right-wing views, because they don't seem to be ashamed anymore to hold racist views or homophobic views. So back to your question, what is the role of art? I think, as you said at the beginning, we who invite trouble, we who disrupt, it is the role of an artist. I've never thought that the role of an artist is to beautify the world for people with power and money. Certainly, that is how occasionally as artists we can make a living, or we can make money by providing entertainment. But I think the core duty of an artist is to challenge and to comment on the world as we see it, whatever our own personal horizons are. When I was younger, I was a lifeguard. Do you understand? In a swimming pool?
Yes, in a swimming pool.
Yeah. And so you learn to save people who are drowning, and you had to sign a thing that was your duty of care. And it's the same as a doctor would sign, or whoever. And the duty of care says that even if I'm not at work, so even when I'm not getting paid to stop you from drowning, if I see you drowning, it's my duty to save you as someone who has this knowledge. And I feel it's important as an artist that we recognize we have a duty of care. And I think that the duty of care of an artist is to honestly speak about the world as we see it and not to censor ourselves, firstly. And only then can we combat any outside censorship.
So being a lifeguard is a deep training for being an artist.
And artists are the lifeguards of society.
Yes, I really believe they are.